Welcome to episode 53, Hidden Intruders. Do you have parasites? You might be very surprised. Our bodies are beautiful, remarkable ecosystems hosting a wide variety of organisms, both beneficial and harmful. And while many people are somewhat familiar with the concept of gut bacteria, especially if you've been tuning in to follow your gut for a while now, few people realize how common parasites are. These parasites, often residing in our intestines, can have a significant impact on our health and well being. And there is a close relationship between parasites and gut bacteria imbalance, reinforcing the importance of regularly rebalancing your gut and cleansing these unwelcome intruders. Parasites are more common than most people would ever realize. It is estimated that billions of people worldwide, millions of people in the United States alone, are infected with various types of parasites. These microscopic organisms, such as protozoa, worms, and insects, can enter our bodies through contaminated food and water, poor sanitization, or even bug bites. Developing countries in particular face a higher risk due to inadequate healthcare facilities and limited access to clean water sources. But I feel that this last sentence right here is why so many people in more developed countries assume they are off the hook. Parasites seem to be viewed as more of a third world problem when the reality is that millions and millions of Americans are infested with parasites and we don't even know it. We are living in a state of oblivion, which gives us a great disadvantage against these intruders. In many countries around the world, including parts of Africa, Asia, and Latin America, traditional medicine systems play a significant role in healthcare. Traditional healers and herbalists incorporate parasite cleanses or herbal remedies into their patients' annual treatment plans based on their cultural beliefs and practices, meaning they do parasite cleanses annually as part of their healthcare routines because they know how prevalent and detrimental parasites are. In the United States, Canada, and many developed European countries, we never even pause to consider parasites because, again, we have been conditioned to believe they are a third world problem. Now, let's move into the relationship between parasites and gut bacteria imbalance. As you probably know, our gut plays a vital role in our overall health, not only in digestion, but also in immune function and mental well being. An optimal balance of gut bacteria is crucial for maintaining a healthy digestive system. However, when parasites invade our intestines, they disrupt this delicate balance, leading to an overgrowth of harmful bacteria and an imbalance of the beneficial bacteria. Parasites, especially those that reside in the intestines, compete with our bodies for nutrients. They feed on our food, causing malabsorption and nutrient deficiencies. This can lead to various symptoms such as fatigue, headaches, and weakened immunity. Not only that, but the presence of parasites can trigger inflammation and damage the intestinal lining, further exacerbating the gut bacteria imbalance. But parasite infestations can go either way. If the gut is imbalanced, your whole body is more fragile and susceptible, meaning it is easier for parasites to establish a foothold and thrive in an imbalanced gut environment. When the gut bacteria are disrupted and the balance is compromised, the body's natural defenses are weakened, creating a favorable environment for parasites to flourish. What this means is parasites can cause a gut imbalance, or if you have a gut imbalance, you are much more susceptible to a parasite infestation. Imbalanced gut bacteria can lead to a variety of factors that make it easier for parasites to take hold. For example, a healthy a healthy gut is closely linked to a robust immune system. However, an imbalance in your gut bacteria can impair your immune function, making it harder for the body to fend off parasitic infections. The weakened immune response allows parasites to proliferate and cause further damage. Imbalances in gut bacteria also trigger chronic inflammation and compromise the integrity of the intestinal barrier. This can result in increased permeability, commonly known as leaky gut syndrome. Leaky gut allows parasites and their toxins to pass through the intestinal wall and enter the bloodstream, spreading throughout the body and causing systematic health issues. As we discussed a minute ago, parasites feed on nutrients intended for our bodies, leading to malabsorption and nutrient deficiencies. In turn, these deficiencies weaken the body's defenses and make it more susceptible for parasite infestations. Additionally, imbalanced gut bacteria also affects the metabolism of certain nutrients, further exacerbating your deficiencies. Lastly, imbalanced gut bacteria can affect the proper functioning of your digestive system, including the movement of food through your intestines. This disruption in your gut mobility can create an environment where parasites can thrive and establish themselves more easily. To break this vicious cycle, my family personally rebalances our gut bacteria every summer and every winter. It is part of our annual preventative health and connection with our bodies. And I'm telling you, this right here is what it means to be the leader of our family's wellness. It is the absolute most beautiful and remarkable thing to see the difference in your family when everyone is balanced. I'm going to link the women's and children's gut rebalance kits in the show notes if you would like to explore these further. And please do this if you want to cleanse for parasites or balance your gut bacteria, because there are many deworming like over-the-counter medications available on Amazon or at many drugstores, but these are all chemical based and they include artificial dyes and flavors that are greatly damaging to your gut bacteria. You really want to make sure you are cleansing with something that is going to support the healing of your whole body. And now, before we wrap this episode up, I want to share with you some stories from mamas who have done the rebalance kit and have experienced such profound parasite relations. So, for this first mama, she struggled for years with symptoms like chronic acne, bloating, and abrupt hormone fluctuations. And she reached out and decided to purchase the Woman's Gut Rebalance Kit. Her breastfeeding baby was 5 months old at the time, and a week into her rebalance, she sent me a very concerned photo of her baby's diaper. Her baby passed massive amounts of parasites. Even though he wasn't doing the children's gut rebalance kit, his mama cleansing her own body had the most beautiful ripple effect and began the process of killing the parasites that she didn't even know were infesting her baby. She then purchased the children's gut rebalance kit, and this sweet little family, her baby had so many symptoms that she had just been told, oh, he'll just outgrow it. You just have to wait it out. Her baby had always been a restless sleeper and fussy throughout the day. And once his gut was balanced and his body was free of parasites, he started sleeping deeply and he was so calm and content throughout the day. And for the mama, the symptoms that had plagued her for years, they went away because she healed her body from the very core. She didn't try to mask her symptoms any longer with a medication for acne and a medication for hormone regulation. She actually healed her body by balancing her gut bacteria. When you balance your gut, your immune system is stronger, your whole body functions more optimally, and the body can heal itself. So, when you want to heal your body, it is so powerful and important to just go straight to the root cause instead of trying to address each individual symptom by masking them with medications. When I get messages like this from mamas, either in the Gutsy Woman community, in my email inbox, or in Instagram DMs, my heart is flooded with gratitude that from my family's incredibly hard experience, we have been able to create something that is changing the lives of so many families. It is pretty damn surreal and it gets me emotional. And this is not a pat on my own back. This is speaking to the power of women, that we as mamas have the opportunity to go through really hard experiences and transform them into our life purpose and share our life purpose with the world and make a difference. If you haven't listened to episode 52 yet, I talk about this with two other beautiful women who are doing the same, of taking an experience they have had in motherhood and establishing their purpose in this life and sharing it with others and making a difference in the world. And you, my beautiful friend, this is part of your journey too. Maybe you haven't found it yet. Maybe you don't desire to be an entrepreneur or a business owner, but you have a purpose in this life. And when you are connected with this purpose, you will change the world. And it is the absolute most beautiful, profound thing that we as women can do. Now, okay, now I have to tell you this last story about the Woman's Gut Rebalance Kit and parasites. My friend Amy sent me a message the other night telling me about how she's doing coffee enemas with a group of her friends. Not like they're having enema parties, but they're just communicating about their experience as they do these enemas simultaneously. She said all of her friends who are super health conscientious women are passing so many parasites with their enemas, but Amy hasn't passed a single one. She told me she 100% attributes this to her rebalancing her gut regularly. And when she's not rebalancing her gut, she takes a daily dose of Cleanse. Cleanse is one of the supplements that makes up the Women's and Children's Gut Rebalance Kits, and it naturally and gently kills bad bacteria, yeast, mold, parasites, all without disrupting the good bacteria. And so what she shared with me is that she knows in her gut that she doesn't have parasites because she rebalances her gut regularly and because she takes Cleanse, a little bit of Cleanse every single day. And so parasites aren't able to establish themselves in her body. And I believe this is absolutely true for me and my family. Now, this story not only speaks to the power of Cleanse, but also to how freaking many people live with parasites without even knowing it. When she referenced her friends who are all very health conscientious women and they are all passing parasites, these women didn't know they had parasites. They weren't doing enemas to pass parasites. They are freaked out that they have parasites. So many people have parasites and they don't know it. Alrighty, here is to taking charge of your family's health. I will be back next week.